Hello there, very good evening and a warm welcome to the news on Channel I. I'm Sharon Mascarenhas.
Good evening, I'm Clifford Richards. First of all, we take a look at the headlines.
Information pertaining to a likely dissolution of Parliament tonight. 330 kilos of heroin and 50 kilos of ice narcotics have been apprehended in the deep seas off the southern coast. Mailing of letters of appointment to prospective graduate job seekers come to the final stage. Many relief measures from the government regarding repayment of microloans. The Samagi Jana Balavege has been established. However, the crisis pertaining to the symbol persists. The number of COVID-19 deaths exceeds 3,000. Sri Lanka once again on the path of victory following the defeat of the West Indies.
And now moving on to the news in detail. Distribution of 45,585 letters of appointment to qualified unemployed graduates was completed today. The program is being implemented according to a pledge given by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The policy statement on Vision of Prosperity says that jobs are being provided with the objective of seeing a productive citizen and a happily living family. Development of human resources is the basic foundation for the building of land of prosperity. It will also pave the way to incorporate the vigorous youth population into the process of sustainable development. The program has also focused attention to build a civilization of working class for the country. Employment opportunities are being handed over to unemployed graduates with the aim of fulfilling these goals. Those who are eligible for the program are those who have completed the first degree program accepted by the University Grants Commission, or those who have completed a similar diploma course before the end of 31st of December 2019. More than 70,000 applicants have been received for the new appointments. However, only 56,000 applications have been complied with the model application. The requests for employment have been directed to several institutions, including the UGC. 45,585 applications have been shortlisted after rejecting the applications which have failed to fulfill the basic criteria.
Details have been reported regarding dissolution of Parliament by midnight tonight. It has also been pointed out that the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa would sign the Gazette notification to this effect tonight. Political sources say that if the Parliament was dissolved accordingly, the general election would be held on the 25th of April. According to the powers vested on the President through the 19th Constitutional Amendment, he is empowered to dissolve Parliament 4.5 years after the conducting of the first parliamentary session. It has also been reported that acceptance of nominations will be scheduled to be conducted from the 11th to the 17th of March. The general election would have to be conducted between 52 and 66 days upon dissolution of Parliament. The date of April 25th has been decided upon according to these projections. In addition, the new session of Parliament would commence on the 12th of May. Upon dissolution of Parliament, the powers vested on the Prime Minister and the Cabinet would remain as usual. They would be assigned duties until the appointment of the next Prime Minister. However, the powers of State Ministers and Deputy Ministers would also be dissolved with the dissolution of Parliament. A special feature of the current situation is the preparation of alliances by major political parties to face the general election. The Sri Lanka Nidas Podujana Sandhanaya has been formulated through the joining of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. 12 recognized political parties and many civil organizations have extended support to the alliance. Leader of the alliance is Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa and former President Maithripala Sirisena is the president of the alliance. The United National Party Working Committee, which met yesterday, has decided to contest the upcoming election under the elephant symbol. The group, including Sajid Premadasa, has expressed opposition to the decision from the beginning and formed the Samagi Jana Balavege, which is supported by 5 major political parties and many civil organizations. The Samagi Balavege hopes to contest the election under the symbol other than the elephant symbol. The UMP has not yet officially joined the Samagi Jana Balavege. The Janatha Vimukti Peramuna will contest the general election under the Jatika Jana Balavege. The symbol of the Jatika Jana Balavege is a compass.
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa says that in order to bring the country forward, parliamentary power should be handed over to a party which the President represents. He was addressing a ceremony at the Sri Rajamahavihara. Well, the event has been organized in connection with the decoration of the Thampita Vihare of the Ipologama Rajamaha Vihare as an archaeological monument which is to be protected. A Sandaspatra pertaining to the declaration has been handed over to the chief incumbent of the Ipologama Sri Bodhirukaram Vihara, Deputy Chief Sanganayaka of the Wanni Hatpattua, the Venerable Ipologama Ratnasarathera, by the Prime Minister. The Premier said that in today's Parliament, they are unable to pass any law. He added that parliamentary power should be given to the party of which the President is a member. If this does not happen, the country would face the same situation that has happened in the past 5 years. The opposition between the President and the Prime Minister would create harmful repercussions to the country. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa further said that the President has the power to dissolve Parliament with effect from tonight. He added that with the dissolution, it would be possible to hold the general election by the 25th of next month.
එතකොට අපිට පාර්ලිමේන්තු මැතිවරණයක් අප්‍රේල් අවුරුදු ඉවර වෙලා මැතිවරණයට මුහුණ දෙන්න අවසන් දවස් 25 වෙනිදා විතර වෙයි කියලා තමයි කවුරුත් හිතන්නේ.
A crowd including Minister Johnston Fernando was present at this occasion. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa arrived in Kurunegala today to participate in many ceremonies. On one occasion, the helicopter carrying the Prime Minister landed on a playground of the Sri Sumangala Vidyalaya in Wariyapula. Our correspondent says that at that time, when the helicopter landed, the school was closed. However, students have not left the school and waited for the arrival of the Prime Minister. They have given a warm welcome to the Prime Minister when he arrived at the school. The Navy has been successful in apprehending 500 kilos of narcotics in a search operation conducted 600 nautical miles off the south of the country today. Among the drugs seized included 400 kilograms of narcotics suspected to be of heroin and 100 kilograms of narcotics suspected to be of the type drug called ice. The sources further say that the value of the contraband is around 6 billion rupees. The Sri Lanka Navy has been engaged in measures to apprehend drug racketeering in the seas for the past 30 days. In today's raid, 397 suspected packets of heroin narcotics and 100 packets of suspected ice narcotics were found. The Navy were engaged in the operation by posing as users of a multi-day dinghy craft using satellite technology. It has also been reported that the drug racket is being in operation from another country. The police anti-narcotic division officials have arrested certain ground operators of the drug racket who have assembled in the Kudavalla beach in Matara.
The second interim report of the Presidential Commission inquiring into the Easter Sunday terror attack was handed over to the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa today at the President's house. Former President Maithripala Sirisena has appointed the Commission on the 22nd of September 2019 to inquire, report and to recommend necessary measures on the Easter attack. The first interim report was handed over to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa on the 20th of December last year. The final report of the committee is to be compiled following further investigations. Chairman of the Commission, Appeals Court Judge Janak De Silva and other members were present on the occasion of handing over the report.
The inaugural ceremony of the Samagi Jana Balavegya was held at the Nellumpokuna Theatre in Colombo this morning. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa presided over this event. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa is the leader of the Samagi Jana Balavegya. Representatives of 5 political parties, 20 civil organizations and several trade unions have entered into an agreement to form the Samagi Jana Balavegya today. A special feature has been the non-participation of several senior members of the United National Party, including its leader Ranil Wickremesinghe at this event. It was the United National Party Working Committee that has given authority to Sajith Premadasa to form the new alliance, although the movement got underway. An agreement has not yet been reached with the UNP regarding the symbol to be used at the upcoming general election. Only 7 members of the working committee, including Sajith Premadasa, have agreed to a proposal raised to utilize the symbol telephone as a symbol of the new alliance at yesterday's working committee meeting.
Several media briefings of the United National Party were held today. At these meetings, opinions were expressed on the new alliance and symbol. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa said it is not possible to demand for Samagi Janabalavege by another party when that party is holding the party symbol. The changing of the party symbol and should have to be carried in an orderly process. However, it has not happened. Parliamentarian Hesha Vitana said that Samagi Janabalavege is a common location for all to get together. He added that problems may arise due to decisions of some parties. He added that the UMP is also hoping to provide the necessary leadership to the new program. Parliamentarian Hesha Vitana further said that, however, that a group motivated by personal interest is behind the issue.
The Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna says that due to the crisis in the United National Party, the party members have fallen into the level of even rejecting to go to the polling booth at the forthcoming general election. This was disclosed at two media briefings today. President of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, Professor G.L. Peri, says that people have extremely unpleasant experiences on alliances as these groups did not have any vision or series of conducive policies. Professor G.L. Peri also said that Sri Lankans will not have any preference for such alliances in the future. He further said that the government of good governance has been recorded in history as an era which did not produce any productive work. State Minister Mahinda Abeyewardene said that it took only 28 days for the government of Minister Kiriyala to drop the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. He added that only 37 days was spent for the robbery of the second time. He further said that the government of good governance had repeatedly used the first 100 days in office for the big theft of the central bank. He further said that the first 100 days was also deployed to conduct talks on receiving commissions from the Central Highway. He added that during this period, it was also used to create an unfortunate situation of presenting the 19th Amendments. State Minister Mahinda Abeyewardene also said that the UNP is facing today retributions of the betrayals it had committed in the past few years.
The restriction on the low-interest loans being provided to liberate the rural masses from macro-financial loan trap has been increased to 66,000 rupees from 40,000 rupees. The Ministry of Finance in a communique says that the interest rate has been reduced to 9% from 14%. The decision has been taken on the instructions of the Minister of Finance and Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa that rural cooperative banks, thrift societies already provide low-interest loans to the people affected by the microloan scam in the northern and north central provinces. A sum of 292 million rupees has been allocated for the northern province and 250 million rupees for the north central province by the Finance Ministry. A district steering committee has been appointed to evaluate the progress to the Treasury.
Well, the global death toll from the COVID-19 coronavirus has exceeded 3,000. More than 89,000 confirmed cases have been reported across the world thus far. The coronavirus, COVID-19, has affected 71 countries and territories around the world, along with one international conveyance. Jordan, Armenia, Portugal, Russia, and the Czech Republic, Indonesia, Scotland, and also the Dominican Republic have confirmed their first cases today. Meanwhile, Thailand confirmed its first death from complications related to the COVID-19 coronavirus. 45,534 people have also been recovered from the viral infection. 599 new cases were reported from South Korea today, the highest number of cases across the world, while the death in Iran rose to 66, the highest outside China. 523 new cases have been confirmed from Iran, while China has reported 202 new cases today. The number of people infected in Italy jumped to 1,694, while France, the figure rose to 130. South Korea has reported 4,335 confirmed cases thus far. Meanwhile, the head of the Shincheonji Church of Jesus, Lee Man-hee, has apologized to the nation for the disease's spread. The religious sect has been at the center of the coronavirus outbreak in South Korea. Investigations have been initiated on the head of the religious sect on possible charges of gross negligence.
Meanwhile, the pilot project to introduce Wolbachia bacteria imported from Australia to control dengue disease has commenced today. The ceremony in this connection was held at the Ananda Samarkand Outdoor Theatre, presided over by Australian High Commissioner in Sri Lanka, David Hawley. Utilization of Wolbachia bacteria as a measure to gain protection from viral diseases is the outcome of experiments conducted at the Monash University in Australia. A symbolic mosquito containers with Wolbachia bacteria were handed over to the mayor of the Sri Jayawardenepura Kotte, Madura Vithanage. Specialist Dr. Anil Jayasinghe said that the Wolbachia bacteria is not present in mosquitoes of our country. Under the program, mosquitoes with the bacteria are being released into the environment. These mosquitoes will mate with the rest of the propagate Wolbachia species. Ultimately, Wolbachia will emerge victorious in the battle, the virus to gain access to proteins. The ultimate results would be an increase in mosquitoes of Wolbachia type that would destabilize the dengue circle of prevailing in the normal mosquitoes. Dr. Anil Jayasinghe further said that Australia has introduced the bacteria after conducting successful experiments in 13 countries.
A three-member panel of High Court judges of the Colombo High Court has decided today to examine the case against 8 accused, including chairman of the avant-garde company Nissanka Yapa Senadipati, on the 4th of May this year. The charges filed against the accused were keeping illegal possession of 816 firearms and 223,095 ammunition in a ship near the Galle Harbour. The Attorney General has filed the case and including Nissanka Senadipati under 19 charges. 7,573 charges related to the incident have earlier been filed in the Colombo High Court. However, the respondents have pointed out through a preliminary objection that these accusations were against the law. The three-member panel of judges have acknowledged objections and ordered recently that the cases should be filed only against 19. The appeal court has ordered today to investigate a petition filed against the cabinet decision to distribute 2,000 firearms to officials of the Civil Defence Task Force with the objective of minimizing the human-elephant conflict. According, the court has been granted permission to commence investigation on the petition of 27 of this month. 24 accused, including Minister of Wildlife S.M. Chandrasena, have been cited as respondents. The Colombo High Court has stated today that the order whether to grant permission or not to commence examinations of evidence against former DIG Andru Senaratne without his presence will be delivered on the 24th of this month, the reason being accused going under surgery. Summons have been issued to Justice Gihan Pilapitiya, whose duties have been suspended, to appear before court on the 2nd of April. The order has been delivered when the case pertaining to the controversial telephone discussions with parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayaka was resumed today. And moving on, the fundamental rights petition against granting presidential pardon on Venerable Galagadatte Gnanasarathere was taken up for hearing today before the panel of 3-member Supreme Court judges. The Supreme Court has given a grace period of 3 weeks commencing today to a respondent of this petition, the former President Maithripala Sirisena, if there were any objections. And also moving on with more court-related news, the 22 members of the Inter-University Student Federation who have been arrested on charges of violation of judicial orders have been ordered to be further remanded till the 16th of this month. The order has been delivered by the Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratne. And finally, 30 suspects placed under detention on charges of damaging Buddha statues in Mavanella and 9 other suspects in custody of the Department of Criminal Investigations were produced before the Mavanella District Magistrate today. The magistrate postponed for the hearings till the 16th of March.
Attention of Minister of Education Dalasala Peruma has been focused on the establishment of Pirivena Division as a department. He has made these remarks participating in the ceremony to provide appointment for new Pirivena teachers at the Ministry of Education yesterday. The aims of the new program is to add a strong structure to the Pirivenas. 305 Pirivena teachers representing lay and the ordained have received appointments. Members of the Piriven Education Board, Venerable Dr. Balangoda Sobithathera, and Director of the Piriven Education, Venerable Vatinapaha Somanandathera, and others have also attended the ceremony.
Well, a creative prisoners art exhibition has commenced at the auditorium of the Colombo Public Library today. Secretary to the Prime Minister Gamini Senarat and Vice Chancellor of the Sri Jayawardenepura University, Professor Sudanta Lienage, presided over the inauguration ceremony. This exhibition is open to the general public from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. till the 4th of this month. Commissioner General of Prisons TMJW Thendakon and group also attended the event titled Sipiri Ru Art Exhibition. Well, that's news at home. We take a short break and we'll be back with international stories shortly.